Hello everyone, in this video let us solve this question. So we have 3 raised to power t raised to power 3 divided by 9 raised to power t is equal to 81, and here we have to solve for the value of t. So t is the unknown we have to solve for. To solve this, solution. So we have 3 raised to power t raised to power 3 divided by 9 raised to power t is equal to 81. So from here, what you are going to do, since we have this in an exponent form, we are going to express these values of 9 and 81 to have a base of 3. Now, how do we go about it? It's very simple. You see, 9 is equal to 3 times 3, which can be expressed as 3 squared, right? Same thing also, 81 can be expressed as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, and this is equal to 3 raised to power 4. So with this, instead of writing down 9, we can replace it with 3 squared, and also for 81, bring in 3 raised to power 4, such that what we have is 3 raised to power t raised to power 3 divided by 9 is 3 raised to power 2, then all raised to power we have t is equal to 81 can be written as 3 raised to power 4. So with this, we have expressed this equation to have a base of 3. So applying this rule of indices, that if you have a raised to power b or raised to power c, this equals a raised to power b times c. Applying this rule right here, what we have is 3 raised to power t raised to power 3 all over 3 raised to power 2 multiply t, 2 times t is 2t equals 3 raised to power 4. So the next thing is to apply this principle of indices, that if you have a raised to power b over a raised to power c, this equals a raised to power b minus c. Okay, since you have the same base, you pick one, and since they are joined by division sign, you subtract the powers. Same thing here also, we have the same base of 3, so we pick one, and then we subtract the powers. So we have 2 raised to power 3 minus 2t is equal to 3 raised to power 4. Now, at this junction, to further solve this, you see, we're going to make use of this rule that if you have a raised to power b equals a raised to power c, since the bases are equal, simply compare the exponents so that we have b equals to c. Same thing here also, we have the same base, 3, so simply compare the exponents. So we have 2 raised to power 3 minus 2t is equal to 4. So simply move 4 over to this side. What we then have is t raised to power 3 minus 2t minus 4 is equal to 0. Good. Now to then solve this equation, what you are going to do is to find for the other factor that will give us t. And to do so, we are going to make use of the factor theorem. We call it the factor theorem. So we are going to find for the particular value of t that will give us 0. So let us try 1. T factor of 1 is equal to, and put 1 into this equation, t as 1 raised to power 3 minus 2 t as 1 minus 4. Will this give us 0? Question mark. 1 raised to power 3 is 1, minus 2 times 1 is minus 2, then minus 4. Now, will this equal 0? Question mark. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. And this is not equal to 0. Now, since the factor of 1 cannot give us 0, let us then try factor of 2. So, we have t factor of 2, which equals t is 2 raised to power 3 minus 20 bracket t is 2 minus 4. Will this equal 0? Question mark. From here, 2 raised to power 3 is 8, minus 2 times 2 minus 4, then minus 4. Will this equal 0? Question mark. So what we have is this, that 8 minus 4 is 4, then we have minus 4. Will this equal 0? Question mark. 4 minus 4 is 0, and this equals 0. So this means that since 2 gave us the value that equals 0, the solution of t right, the solution of t is equal to 2. So t as 2 is one of the solutions of t. Now, from here, to then get the other factor, we are simply going to divide the equation, this equation that we got right here, as t raised to power 3 minus 2t minus 4 to equal 0 with the factor that we got as 2. So right here, we have the equation to be t raised to power 3 minus 2t minus 4, then divided by the factor of t that we got as 2, t equals 2, move 2 to this other side, t minus 2 is equal to 0. So we're going to divide the equation by this. This then becomes t minus 2. Now, we are doing this to get the other factor. And to do so, we're going to make use of the synthetic method. So we call it the synthetic method. So how does this work? So it's simple. Now, to apply this synthetic method, we are going to write this equation this way as t raised to power 3, then plus 0t squared. 0t squared is still 0. Then we have minus 2t. Then we have minus 4. We are then going to divide it by the factor that we got as t minus 2. Now, so making use of the synthetic method, we are first of all going to write down the coefficient of this equation. Now, the coefficient of t to the power 3 is 1. The coefficient of t squared is 0. The coefficient of t is minus 2. The constant right here, the coefficient is simply minus 4. So therefore, we are then going to multiply it by the factor that we got as 2. So 2. So from here, we have this. Bring down 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. Then 2 times 2 is 4. Minus 2 plus 4 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Minus 4 plus 4, the value is equal to 0. So these are then the new coefficients for the new factors, such that we have it as the coefficient of 1 right here becomes 1t squared, then 2 becomes plus 2t, then this 2 becomes plus 2. Okay, now multiply this by the factor that we got as t minus 2 is equal to 0, such that from here, what we have is 1 times t squared is t squared, then plus we have 2t plus 2 multiplied by t minus 2 is equal to 0. Now at this junction, we can equate this to 0 or equate this to 0. So we have t squared plus 2t plus 2 is equal to 0, or we have t minus 2 is equal to 0. Now from here, let us first of all solve this linear equation that we have t minus 2 equals to 0. Move minus 2 over to this side. The value of t is equal to plus 2. And this was the first solution of t that we got. Now we've gotten the solution of t as 2. Okay, now let us then solve for the other values of t from this other equation. So we have t squared plus 2t plus 2 is equal to 0. So looking at this, what we have is a quadratic equation. And to solve for the value of t, we are going to make use of the quadratic formula. The formula is given by, with respect to t, that t is equal to minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, in this equation, the value of a is the coefficient of t squared, which is 1. The value of b is the coefficient of t, which is plus 2, while the constant c is plus 2. So, in putting these values into the formula, what we have as the value of t is equal to minus b is 2, so 2 plus or minus square root b squared, b is 2, so 2 squared minus 4 times a is 1 times c is 2 all over 2 times a is 1. So from here, the value of t is equal to minus 2 plus or minus square root 2 squared is 4, then minus 4 times 1 4 times 2, that is 8, all over 2 times 1 is 2. So with this, the value of t is then equal to minus 2 plus or minus root 4 minus 8 is minus 4 all over 2. Such that from here, the value of t is then equal to minus 2 plus or minus, we can write this as root minus 1 times root 4 all over 2. So t is then equal to minus 2 plus or minus root minus 1 is I times root 4 is 2 all over 2. From here, 2 we divide 2, we have 1. 2 we divide this 2, we have 1. So we have t is equal to minus 1 plus or minus I times 1 is I. So from here, we have the other solutions of t, that t2 is equal to minus 1 plus I, and then t3 is equal to minus 1 minus I. So these are the other solution for the value of t. The first one, t1 is equal to 2. So with this, we've gotten the solutions for the values of t for the given question. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.